Saturday, 20th of December, 2025 at 2:49 p.m. here in Monnickendam, Holland, Kingdom of the Netherlands. Welcome once again to our cosmic journey. It is your Dev and Design podcast featuring two European boys making the world's best astrology software. I am your designer, Jake. He is your engineer, Trey. Hello, Trey.
Hello, Jake.
I love that we are on the same continent together once again. Yeah. I do not love that we have all of the jet lag. With age, the jet lag gets worse. And I think also it's because I can't sleep on planes any longer, which is a problem. Anyways,
also an age factor.
Also an age factor. It's just going to get worse. I think later you have those, you need the compression hose to make sure you don't have those
Cankles.
I was going to say ambulisms or whatever on the plane, because it goes from not being able to sleep to not being able to live while being on a plane. So I'm looking forward to my compression hose.
Did you say ambulisms?
I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, when you've got those, when you're, I don't know, you just sit in a plane seat for too long and then you get an ambulism or whatever.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
You know what? Let us know in the comments below. You do every week.
I don't know
what we're talking about.
I don't know what that's called, but yeah, like, because that guy that I used to work with had one in his lung.
No, that's a much worse one than the one that I would have in my leg. But although the leg ones can kill you.
He got it on a flight.
Yeah, that's what happens, right? So planes, they'll kill you, which is why we're not going to fly anymore for a while. Welcome to this week's episode called Out of the Oven into the Polder. If you don't know what a polder is, it's what we make here in the Netherlands with our waterworks. But we had a bun in the oven. What we make because we're Dutch now, with the balloons and everything. See, the Dutch even gave you the balloons. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit about component consolidation, some thoughts on Europe, but before we get to all that, of course, we always have to start with the check-in question. Mr. Henry, I know how excited you are about it, so let's hear it. Check-in question on the way.
You are a denizen of a haunted house. What kind of denizen are you?
As the denizen of a haunted house,
yeah,
as
you can
far
take
as
this
I
really
can tell,
wide,
I see. The only things that I can be are like a vampire hunter, a wolf hunter, you know, one of those types of like do-gooder humans. Or you could be a human that looks like a do-gooder that's actually causing grave pain and sorrow to the other humans. I guess we would be like a turncoat. Or I guess you could be like a mummy or a wolf or a ghoul, a specter. I personally would love to have the confidence of being a wolf, but I know that I would not be that. I think instead I would be like, what do you call it? A fart ghoul. That's what I would be.
A fart ghoul?
A fart. I would be a ghoul that expels methane gas into the faces of the other denizens of the house, whether they are spectral or human, and everyone would be like, this house is stinky. So that would be me, a fart ghoul. What about you, Mr. Henry? What haunted house denizen would you be?
I'm the sailor in the like Age of Sail painting, haunted painting that's on the in the hallway, and like when you every now and then when you see it, it's like the water's moving.
We kind of have that here on the agenda over here. You can see like we got the sail, like the Age of Sailing, and like you're one of those sailors over there that's haunting the painting over there.
Yeah. But then I come out of the painting too, and like sometimes it's like, you know, there's like a big like splash of water, and then I'm like there smoking a pipe or something.
You're just looking to smoke. That's all. You just want to smoke and be eternal so that you have excuses to smoke. And I just know that I've got stomach issues, and that's what's going to happen. Good check-in, everyone. Good check-in. So, Mr. Henry, do you want to talk a little bit about how you have solidified bun from a milky substance into a Archimedes screwed like windmill polder of a implementation, as we would do here. My Dutch people do.
Would we call that analogy tortured? I don't know.
An allergy? An analogy. I think you mean not an allergy tortured.
Did I say allergy?
I heard allergy.
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
Let us know in the comments what you heard. I heard allergy.
We are clearly on top of our game.
Yeah, clearly. Lots of sleep here. I went to bed accidentally at like 7 or so, and then I woke up at 1 in the morning. So I've been up since 1 in the morning. Oh, and then I went to bed for a little bit. But anyway, so you're getting this today. So Mr. Henry, why don't you talk a little bit about the polders you've made?
So obviously this is very, very simple, but this is the login page for the dashboard, which you might not be able to see that URL, but it's
there. You're going there.
Yeah. And so this is how you authenticate, or how one authenticates to get to the dashboard. We won't go to the details of that, but just know there's a security process here. But one thing that you will notice is that this button, this connect button,
it looks very sparkly.
These inputs, even this text, even this background, is all the same as the Cosmic application. And why this is interesting is because this is all happening on the server. And so the difference between the components that we write for the application and the components that we write for the server are now getting consolidated. And as Jake and I realized, because initially, as we were building out Cosmic, we were really just focusing on the app side of things. And the server side stuff is like, okay, we've got marketing pages and like login pages and stuff. We know that that's all coming, but like, let's just use a simple templating engine for now. And that's what we did. And then we immediately noticed how divergent things had become. And as I was trying to merge this all back together, I was like, oh wait, we have different button styles.
We've got different button types. We've got different this, we've got different that. And I was like, oh yeah, this is what happens, right? Like you are moving fast, and therefore when you're moving fast and two things, you've got two sources of truth, they diverge. And then Trey has been spending a lot of time stitching things back together, back to a rational start point. Yeah. And taking me down memory lane over these how many weeks are we at? Like 120 weeks of either divergence or mistakes, purposeful or accidental, that I have made throughout my design journey.
Not just you, both of us.
Both of us.
It's just, that's what happens, right? Like people, this is why the software engineering principle of DRY, or don't repeat yourself, dry, is just such an important thing, is because it is natural human tendency to diverge.
Yeah.
And so when you keep everything that is the same in one place, then it makes things a lot easier. So now we've started doing that, and we now have this capability to consolidate our components. For those who've been playing along for all of these episodes, Cosmic, sort of at a very top level, has three main areas. There's the application, which we call as above. There is the server-side stuff, which we call so below. And then there's a shared group of libraries, which we call logos, which is used by both. And initially, all of our like UI components and everything would live either in as above or in so below. Now we've started moving certain things which can be used in either context, like buttons, inputs, things like that, into logos, so they could be used from both places. And it's really kind of magical. This is very weird and new. Like, you didn't used to be able to do this. And it's only been over the last few years, I think, that platforms like Next.js and Nuxt and things like this have allowed client-side rendering layers to run on the server and to do server-side rendering. So anyway, it's very cool. I'm really happy about it because it does allow us to have things defined in one place and use them all over.
Love it. This is part of the benefit of using Bun. Also, it moves us away from a kind of stable and old, but also not really well-functioning templating system that's on our front end that is called Mustache. Handlebars, excuse me. It's derived from derivative from Mustache. It's just kind of a pain. When I was making the about pages, so if you go to cosmic.plumbing/about, these pages here are built in a like they don't do a whole lot, and yet still they're built in a way that is not like entirely understandable. Like they do a lot of like weird things of saying like, there's just weird logic behind this thing that to make all of this work in a way that is pretty disruptive. And I'm happy that we are moving away from this templating engine so that things that are goofy back here will, hopefully stop being so goofy, because we'll be using a different type of rendering and templating kind of engine, which very much is like our application. So it's all going to be done through...
It is actually the same thing. It's React.
It is the same thing.
Yeah.
See, I was hedging my bets. I thought it was the same thing, but I was like, maybe it's not. This is the problem with having a designer as your spokesperson. I only know about 60% of what we're talking about. I'm like, I have to hedge on these things.
Yeah. You know more than most designers that I've ever worked with.
I mean, period. Just end of line. Don't say, if you're a designer, you're doing great, I'm sure. But you might need coaching from me. Let me know right in the comments.
Jake is available.
I'm available for coaching. I do a pretty good job. I've got 5 clients right now. Sorry, last thing is that I just wanted to talk a little bit about Europe and how it's been for us coming here. You can't see this right now. There is a dog nuzzled up to Mr. Henry on the couch right next to him. He is jet lagged. Dog jet lag is probably the funniest jet lag of them all. It's hilarious. Because he will just be walking outside, it'll be daytime, and he'll just stop and like have this like mid-distance stare and not know what's going on. And you can just like, oh, I know exactly what you feel like, buddy. So that has been fun. But it was...
He also wakes up at like 2 o'clock in the morning with you and then stays up until like 6 and then goes back to bed.
Yeah, and now he's like completely crashed out right now. But he's a dog, so what's our excuse?
Yeah, exactly. We're also dogs.
Yeah, we're dogs of a different type. The nice thing about this is that because it's just me and Trey working right now, I can work literally any hours that I'm up and I'm not kind of disrupting other people's schedules or anything. That's really nice. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's just been great. We go here, going on walks, getting coffee, learning our little bit of Dutch, doing our Dutch experience. I'm at day 4 of being here, and so far it has been great. Is there anything, Mr. Henry, that has been either like nice or surprising to you?
I think the whole thing really has been surprising. We've been here before in Amsterdam and staying with friends, and it's always a magical experience. But there's a big difference when you visit a place versus when you're like, no, we're moving here.
To establish to live.
To establish to live. And once you start really kind of embracing the fact that it's like, okay, I'm going to live here, and maybe not exactly here in Monnickendam, but somewhere in the area, possibly. Right. And you start to just realize these cute little port towns and all this water and being able to bike everywhere and just all of the really wonderful things that everybody knows about the Netherlands. It's like really real, and we get to have that.
And we're in a very privileged position that we can do that. If you have the same privileges, think about it. I would really encourage you, because you get one life, you get one shot at this life, and why not give it a try? You might be seeing some images or videos of Mr. Henry petting some sheep and walking a dog here, just to kind of sell that vision to you. Anyways, what should the good viewer do with the rest of their time, regardless of where they are habitating in their life, in their minds right now?
I can tell you what not to do, which is to watch the Disney Haunted Mansion movie.
The new one.
It's not good.
All right. There's your
but that is where the check-in question came from.
There's your big tip. Thank you for the check-in question, the new Disney Haunted Mansion movie, but you should not exist. We are not going to watch you. Be well. Take care. Have yourself a beautiful and wonderful Saturday, or whatever day you watch this video. We love seeing your faces here every single week, and we're going to see you here next week. Until then, be well, take care, and goodbye.
Bye.
I notice I say be well, take care twice. It's weird. We'll fix it later. Bye.
Bye.